Did you know there's an animal so venomous it can kill 60 people in less than 2 minutes? You think the king cobra is the deadliest? Think again. Because some of nature's most dangerous killers aren't big. They're tiny, silent, and almost invisible. One hides beneath the sand, waiting for your foot. Another glows beautifully underwater. But one touch could end your life. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most venomous animals on Earth. From killer snails that shoot poison darts to jellyfish so lethal your heart can stop before you even reach the shore. Stay until the end, because number 1 doesn't roar, doesn't chase. It just floats, quietly, and it's the most dangerous animal alive. And hey, if you love discovering the wildest, strangest sides of nature, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures. Your support helps us bring more mind-blowing creatures to your screen every week. Ready? Let's dive in. At first glance, the pufferfish looks harmless, a chubby little balloon drifting peacefully through the ocean. It's even kind of cute, right? But beneath that innocent smile lies one of nature's most efficient killing machines. The pufferfish is loaded with tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin 1,200 times deadlier than cyanide. Just 2 milligrams of this poison can kill an adult human, and there's no known antidote. The toxin attacks the nervous system, paralyzing the muscles responsible for breathing. Victims remain conscious, aware of what's happening, but completely unable to move or call for help. It's like being trapped inside your own body, waiting for your lungs to stop. When threatened, the pufferfish inflates itself like a spiky balloon, turning from prey into a floating fortress. Some species even have sharp spines coated with venom, making sure that any predator who takes a bite never takes another. And here's the crazy part. People actually eat this fish. In Japan, it's called fugu, one of the most dangerous delicacies in the world. Only licensed chefs are allowed to prepare it, trained for years to remove every toxic part. Even then, accidents happen. Every few years, someone dies from eating it. Imagine paying hundreds of dollars for a meal that might kill you. That's how powerful the thrill of danger is. The pufferfish may look adorable, but it's a soft, floating paradox. Cute on the outside, deadly on the inside. A reminder that in nature, the most beautiful things often hide the most terrifying secrets. But stay tuned, because the next creature doesn't wait for you to touch it. It comes for you first. Hidden beneath the burning sands of the desert lives one of the most feared creatures on Earth, the death-stalker scorpion. Even its name sounds like something straight out of a horror movie. But this isn't fiction. This tiny yellow scorpion, barely 3 inches long, carries some of the most potent venom known to science. Its sting is packed with a neurotoxic cocktail that attacks the heart, lungs, and nervous system all at once. Within seconds, victims feel intense burning pain, muscle spasms, and sometimes complete paralysis. For children or people with weak immunity, one sting can be fatal within hours. Here's the scary part. The deathstalker doesn't hide deep in caves. It often roams near human settlements, sneaking into shoes, tents, and even beds to escape the desert heat. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night and feeling something crawling across your skin. That's not the kind of alarm clock you want. And yet, this deadly creature plays a surprising role in medical science. Scientists have discovered compounds in its venom that could help treat brain cancer and diabetes. So yes, the same toxin that kills could one day save lives. It's beautiful in a terrifying way, glowing electric blue under UV light, as if nature wanted to warn us. I'm deadly, but also untouchably perfect. The Deathstalker proves that the desert isn't empty. It's alive, watching, and armed with venom. But don't relax yet, because the next creature doesn't crawl on land. It waits underwater, buried in sand, for your next step. Australia is home to some of the deadliest creatures on Earth, and this one might be the most terrifying of them all. Meet the Sydney funnel web spider, a nightmare wrapped in 8 legs. It doesn't just bite, it fights back. This spider can survive underwater for hours by trapping air bubbles between its hairs. So even if you drown it, it's still waiting for you. Males are the most dangerous, especially during mating season, when they wander into homes, garages, even swimming pools. Its fangs are powerful enough to pierce through fingernails, and its venom contains a neurotoxin that attacks the human nervous system almost instantly. Within minutes, victims experience muscle spasms, excessive sweating, and difficulty breathing. Before antivenom was developed, a single bite could kill a person in less than 15 minutes. But here's the creepy twist. It doesn't always inject all its venom at once. Sometimes it bites multiple times, each sting worse than the last. And unlike most spiders that run away, the funnel web stands its ground, lifting its front legs high, fangs dripping with venom, ready to strike again. Thanks to modern medicine, no one has died from a funnel web bite since 1981. But that doesn't make it any less terrifying, because this spider is aggressive, fast, and nearly indestructible. Imagine finding one in your shoe, or worse, floating in your pool, waiting. Beautiful? Maybe. Harmless? Absolutely not. The funnel web spider is proof that Australia's beauty hides danger in every corner. But wait. What if the next creature doesn't wait for you to step on it? What if it pretends to be the ground itself? Imagine walking barefoot along a tropical beach, feeling the warm sand between your toes, and then suddenly, agony. You look down, but there's nothing there, until the rock you just stepped on starts to move. That's not a rock. It's the stonefish, the most venomous fish on the planet. This master of camouflage perfectly blends into coral, sand, and stone. Divers and swimmers often never see it until it's too late. Hidden beneath the seafloor, it waits patiently, its venomous spines pointing upward like loaded needles. When stepped on, those spines pierce through flesh and inject neurotoxic venom so powerful that victims describe the pain as like being hit with red-hot metal. The swelling is immediate, the agony unbearable, and without treatment, death can occur within hours. Here's the terrifying part. Even after being taken out of water, the stonefish can survive for more than 24 hours, still capable of delivering a lethal sting. It doesn't chase, it doesn't bite. It simply waits, perfectly still, proving that sometimes the deadliest predators never move at all. Antivenom exists, but only if you get it fast. Otherwise, the venom attacks the heart and nervous system, causing paralysis and sometimes cardiac arrest. Despite its deadly nature, the stonefish isn't a monster. It's a patient hunter, using stillness as its weapon. Its camouflage isn't just survival, it's perfection. Beautiful reefs, crystal waters, and hidden killers. The stonefish reminds us that danger doesn't always look dangerous, but stay alert, because the next creature doesn't wait for you to step on it. It fires venom like a bullet, and you'll never see it coming. It looks beautiful, a smooth, patterned seashell lying quietly on the ocean floor. But if you ever see one, don't touch it. Because that elegant shell hides one of the ocean's most efficient assassins, the cone snail. This little creature moves slowly, but it kills fast, using a built-in harpoon to shoot venom like a microscopic dart. When prey swims by, the cone snail fires its tooth, a tiny, hollow needle that injects a paralyzing venom instantly. Fish stop moving in less than a second, their bodies frozen mid-swim. The venom, known as toxin, attacks the nervous system, shutting down communication between brain and muscle. And here's the chilling part. There's no anti-venom. For humans, even a single sting can cause paralysis, respiratory failure, and death within minutes. Divers call it the cigarette snail, because if it stings you, you'll only have time to smoke one cigarette before you die. But beneath the horror lies brilliance. Scientists are now studying cone snail venom to create painkillers 1,000 times stronger than morphine, but without addiction. Once again, nature proves that death and healing often come from the same source. It doesn't chase, it doesn't roar, it just waits, motionless, a silent sniper of the sea, dressed like jewelry. So next time you find a pretty shell on the beach, remember, beauty can kill. But stay close, because the next creature isn't small or delicate. It's tiny, glowing, and 1,000 times deadlier. It's small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, but it carries enough venom to kill 26 adult humans in just minutes. This is the blue-ringed octopus, one of the ocean's tiniest and most deceptive killers. At first glance, it looks harmless, even cute, with its soft body and calm movements. But when it feels threatened, glowing neon blue rings pulse across its skin like warning lights from another world. That's nature's way of saying, touch me, and you die. Inside its saliva is tetrodotoxin, the same deadly compound found in pufferfish, a neurotoxin that blocks nerve signals and shuts down the body's ability to move or breathe. There's no pain, no swelling, no blood, just sudden paralysis while your mind stays awake. Victims often collapse within minutes, fully conscious but unable to speak or even blink, slowly suffocating as their lungs stop working. And here's the chilling truth. There's no antidote. Not in any hospital, not anywhere on Earth. The only chance of survival is artificial respiration. Someone must manually breathe for you until the toxin fades, if you last that long. But here's what makes it truly terrifying. It doesn't attack out of anger. It's shy, gentle, and only bites if provoked. So most victims, divers, collectors, beachgoers, are stung simply because they touched it, thinking it was a harmless shell or toy. Each blue ring is like a neon warning from death itself, a breathtaking display of beauty masking unspeakable danger. Underwater, when those rings begin to flash, it's already too late. Beautiful, tiny, and absolutely lethal, the blue-ringed octopus reminds us that in the ocean, size doesn't matter, only venom does. But stay tuned, because the next creature doesn't wait for you to pick it up. It's born to hunt, and it kills with precision like a cold-blooded assassin. It glides through the crystal blue waters like a ribbon of silver and gold, elegant, graceful, almost peaceful. But make no mistake, this is the most venomous sea snake on the planet. Meet the Belcher's sea snake, also known as the gentle killer of the ocean. Unlike most snakes, it doesn't hiss or strike in anger. In fact, it's calm, shy, and rarely attacks humans. But inside its sleek body flows venom so powerful, just a few milligrams could kill over 1,000 people. Its venom is 100 times more toxic than that of a cobra, and it attacks the muscles and nervous system, causing total paralysis and respiratory failure in minutes. Fishermen who accidentally catch it in their nets often never make it back to shore. Here's the paradox. Despite being one of the deadliest creatures alive, the Belcher's sea snake is also one of the most beautiful. Its scales shimmer in metallic bands of silver, white, and pale yellow, catching sunlight as it twists through the water like liquid gold. It doesn't need speed, strength, or fangs. Just a single drop of its venom is enough to end any life unlucky enough to cross its path. And yet, it almost never uses it. It prefers peace, swimming calmly through coral reefs, feeding on small fish and eels, ignoring divers completely. It's proof that in nature, true power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it moves in silence. Imagine something this deadly, this perfect, floating just meters away while you swim, and you'd never even know. The Belcher's sea snake. Beautiful, graceful, and lethally calm. But hold your breath, because the next serpent isn't gentle at all. It's the deadliest land snake on Earth, and one bite could end 100 lives. Deep in the heart of Australia's dry, red deserts lives a serpent so deadly, it's known simply as the fierce snake. Its real name? The inland taipan. And it holds the title of the most venomous land snake on Earth. It's not the biggest or the fastest, but its venom is a chemical masterpiece of death. One single bite carries enough toxin to kill 100 adult humans, or 250,000 mice. And here's the chilling part. It can strike up to 8 times in one attack. The inland taipan's venom contains a potent mix of neurotoxins, hemotoxins, and myotoxins, which together shut down nerves, destroy muscle tissue, and clot blood until the heart stops. Victims experience headaches, blurred vision, paralysis, and eventually, total collapse, all within 30 minutes if untreated. But despite being the deadliest snake on the planet, the inland taipan is actually shy and reclusive. It lives far away from humans, deep in remote desert burrows, emerging only in the early morning to hunt rats and small mammals. It's so calm that herpetologists often describe it as almost polite. But if cornered, its lightning-fast reflexes make it one of the most efficient killers in the animal kingdom. The first documented bite was in 1979, and the victim survived only thanks to rapid anti-venom treatment. Without it, no human could possibly stand a chance. The inland taipan is a paradox, a creature capable of unimaginable destruction, yet peaceful by nature. It reminds us that true danger doesn't need noise or fury, just a drop of precision and silence. So next time you think you've seen danger, remember, the deadliest killer on land doesn't roar or chase. It waits, hidden beneath the sand. But don't look away, because the next creature doesn't live on land at all. It's a ghost in the water, and one touch could stop your heart in seconds. It's almost invisible, smaller than your fingernail, so transparent that you could swim right through a swarm of them and never notice. But this tiny ghost of the sea, the irukandji jellyfish, is one of the most venomous creatures ever discovered. While its cousin, the box jellyfish, can kill in minutes, the irukandji works differently. It makes you wish you were dead. Its tentacles are covered in microscopic harpoons that inject venom so powerful it causes one of the most excruciating syndromes known to medicine, the irukandji syndrome. Victims first feel a slight sting, nothing alarming. But within 30 minutes, the pain begins to build, and it doesn't stop. It spreads through the chest, spine, and head, causing intense muscle cramps, nausea, and a crushing sense of impending doom. Doctors say the pain is so severe that some patients beg to be put into a coma. Their blood pressure spikes, hearts race out of control, and some even suffer cardiac arrest. And remember, this creature is smaller than a paperclip. You could hold 10 of them in your palm if you were suicidal. Found mostly in the warm waters of northern Australia, the irukandji jellyfish is practically invisible underwater. Even experts need blacklight and careful nets to spot them. There is no anti-venom. All doctors can do is manage the pain and pray the patient's body fights back. It's a nightmare wrapped in transparency, proof that nature doesn't need size to be terrifying. It's silent, unseen, and unforgettable. One sting, endless pain. That's the curse of the irukandji. But hold your breath, because if this one hurts, the next creature doesn't just hurt you, it kills you before you even realize you've been touched. It's silent, it's invisible, and it kills faster than any animal on Earth. Meet the box jellyfish, Chironex fleckeri, the most venomous creature ever known to science. It drifts through the warm, shallow waters of northern Australia, graceful and ghostly, a translucent cube of death. Each jellyfish carries up to 60 tentacles, each one lined with millions of tiny harpoons, called nematocysts. One brush against human skin can release enough venom to kill in under 2 minutes. The venom attacks the heart, nervous system, and skin simultaneously. The pain is immediate, like being scorched by acid and fire at once. Victims often go into shock before they even reach the shore. Many drown instantly, their hearts stopping mid-swim. And here's the nightmare. Some victims never even realize they've been touched until they feel the burning spread through their body, and it's already too late. There is anti-venom, but you have less than 60 seconds to act. Lifeguards in Australia carry special vinegar sprays to neutralize the stingers, but if you're alone in the water, there's no chance. Yet despite its reputation as nature's assassin, the box jellyfish isn't hunting humans. It uses its venom to paralyze small fish and shrimp instantly, so they can't escape its deadly embrace. To it, we're just big, slow accidents. Underwater, it's mesmerizing. Its transparent body catching sunlight like glass, rippling softly as if it doesn't belong to this world. It's so beautiful. You might swim closer for a better look, and that's the last mistake you'll ever make. No roar, no teeth, no warning, just silence and death. The box jellyfish is proof that nature doesn't need claws or fangs to kill. Sometimes it only takes a touch. So remember, next time you step into the ocean, death might be floating right beside you, and you'd never know. From the tiniest octopus to the ghostly jellyfish, one thing is clear. Nature doesn't need size to be deadly. Each of these creatures, whether it crawls, swims, or drifts, carries a weapon so efficient, so terrifying, that a single drop, a single sting, or even a single touch can end a human life. But here's what's truly fascinating. Many of these same toxins are now being studied to save lives, from powerful painkillers to cancer treatments. The same venom that kills can heal. That's the strange beauty of nature. It creates both destruction and miracle in the same breath. So the next time you see something beautiful underwater, look twice. Because sometimes, death wears the prettiest disguise. If you've made it this far, you're officially fearless. But don't go yet. Because if you thought these venomous animals were terrifying, wait until you see the ones that can kill without even touching you. Click here and dive into the world of creatures that don't bite, sting, or chase. They just exist, and your body does the dying for them. Nature never stops surprising us. The question is, which one shocked you the most? Tell me in the comments.